Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video on my channel here. Now in today's video, guys, I'm going to be bringing you a lockdown defense you guys can use in Madden 21. This is going to be out of the $326 formation in the play. Today we're going to go over, it's going to be cross 3 fire press. Now what I really like about this play is that one of the safeties is actually in a 3 reception hook, which is a great zone for defending crossing routes, slant routes, those kind of things. So this is definitely going to be a very good defense. I'll show you guys a couple different setups you can use. Now before we get in the video, guys, want to follow me on Twitter, my link is down below. Also, if you want to check out my 2 most recent videos, it's going to be at the top right of your screen right now. Guys, let's go ahead, let's get into it. Okay guys, so we're going to first touch up on the pre-play adjustments. So we're going to come out and cover cross 3 fire press. Now the subs we're going to make here, you're going to press R1 on your controller. What we did here is I subbed in 2 cornerbacks at safety, and then I used those safeties at linebacker. I recommend in this spot you have a linebacker or a safety that is very good in zone coverage. So I have Patrick Chung here at 80 zone, and then we also put Devin McCourty here. You know, put a guy that's either fast or has an X factor. Devin McCourty has an X factor, which is zone hawk, so that's really good. So that's what we're going to use. And then also what we're going to do here are zone drops for our coaching adjustments are going to be 5 for the flats and then 20 yards for curl flats. And I also have ball on our defense on play ball. So that's pretty much going to conclude the pre-play adjustments. Now guys, let's head into the first setup. Alright guys, so here we go. I have manufactured a route combo on offense here. What I did was I put square on a deep routed in or smart routed in route. Then I slanted triangle. I put R1 in an option, and then I streaked the tight end. So basically the first setup here is going to be really simple. All you're going to do is you're first going to shade over the top, which can be triangle up on the right stick. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this linebacker here, and we are going to man him up on a receiver. So, you know, in this case, what we're going to do is since he's more lined up with the O receiver, we're going to man him up. Now, how you're going to do that is you're going to press right in the D-pad twice, press the icon, which is square, flick the right stick up, and then press the receiver icon as we did it. You can also go and just click onto the player, press X, and then flick the right stick up, and then press the player icon. And then what we're going to do is we are going to last pinch our defensive line, which can be left on the D-pad, down on the left stick. So that is pretty much defense here. You know, very, very simple defense. And, you know, this is a very simple setup. Now, what you're going to have to do here, your assignments is going to be like in the middle right here. You're going to have to cover in the middle right here. Also, you're going to have to kind of cover the flats in like this area right here, because if your opponent is like sending a running back out in like an option route, you're going to have to make sure he doesn't have the opportunity to get the dump off. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to motion out Tyler Lockett, and you're going to see that for some reason it actually becomes a seam flat when you motion out. So we're just going to shade over the top again. We're going to see, we're just going to kind of bait these routes. We're going to come back, and as you can see, we're automatically able to get the pressure there for the sack. So you guys saw that pretty much, you know, nothing was open, right? Well, not nothing, but, you know, little things were open on that play. I think the deep routed in route or a smart routed in route that was there, but honestly it shut down most routes. We're just going to take a look real quick first to the man coverage. We'll see how that plays. And I actually forgot to do one thing, guys. I forgot to transition to show you guys the actual video right here. So I'm just going to transition. So there you go, guys. Now you can see my beautiful face and also the beautiful gameplay. So basically what we're going to do here, we're going to watch, first of all, this crossing route. He was manned up with the linebacker Patrick Chung. You're going to see that he covers him decently well. Also, you did have that 3 reception hook and that curl flat right there as well. And you're going to see that at this point when it gets open, 2 guys are coming right for Russell Wilson. You also see as well that we are going to look at the option route here. You're going to see that it's pretty covered right here. We kind of go onto the slant, and then we eventually pick up the smart routed in route. Then we're also going to take a look at the slant. You're going to see that, yes, you could maybe throw it there, but, you know, most people are not going to throw it there. And then you see that we kind of cover it. And at this point, when it gets open, you're going to see that this guy is already making a beeline for Russell Wilson right here. And then finally, you have the smart routed in route. You're going to see that he kind of gets open right here. That was my bad. It's kind of tough here to use around that, but you see that he's decently covered right here. You can obviously go and make a play with this safety right here. You can come down and make a little bit of a play, but that's pretty much the first setup, guys. Really easy setup, and you saw that it locked down, you know, some of the really good routes in Madden. Now, guys, we're going to move on to the second setup. Alright guys, so right here I did a little bit of a different route combo. What I did was I basically went and I just put the running back on an option route, streaked the tight end, and then I actually put O on a drag. This is out of gun bunch tight end. This is the play. I believe it's PA bootleg or whatever, and this is a really good play because it has like that deep post with square and also it has that crossing route with triangle. But what we're going to do on this play, guys, is we're going to go first, and we're actually going to shade underneath, which is triangle down on the right stick. Then we're going to shade over the top again. That's going to take the hard flats, going to make them cloud flats, as the hard flats or the seam flats was actually made hard flats with the other setup. Then what we're going to do is we are going to man up this safety on another player. So if I see that my opponent is going to his running back often, I'm going to man him up on the running back. Then what we're going to do, the last adjustments, we're just going to pinch our defensive line. So pretty much, guys, what we're going to have to watch is going to be this middle right here, and also this kind of deep middle over here as well. We're going to have to watch it right here. So we're just going to snap this ball here, no motions. You're going to see that the drag route's not really open, and eventually we are able to get pressure on Russell Wilson. So we're going to quickly just show you the play right here. And yeah, we're basically just going to go over it. So we're going to see that we do have, first of all, the running back. He's on the option route. You see that he actually gets covered pretty well by Patrick Chung on man coverage. Now, he does go with that out route, but he still gets covered pretty well. The drag route's not really open because we are going to have our corner, Stephon Gilmore, coming right down on it. Also, we're going to take a look at this deep post that's going to be coming up the middle. You're going to see that the safety plays it really well up here, and he's not going to be able to throw it. And then you also have the streak, which you're not going to be able to throw. And then we're finally going to look at that crossing route here by David Moore. You're going to see that the 3-reception hook does a decent job of covering it. And when it gets open, like right here, I'd say, you see that Russell Wilson is already getting sacked. So now, guys, we're going to move on to the third and final setup. Alright, guys, so here is going to be the third and final setup. Now, what we're going to do in this play is we're first going to shade over the top again. Then we're going to take this safety right here on the left side. We're going to move him over to the right, and we're going to put him on a hard flat, which is right on the D-pad twice. Press square and flick the right stick to the right, or you can just go and click on him and press X and flick the right stick to the right. Then we're going to shade over the top again, and then we're going to pinch our defensive line. So basically, this is a tactic in Madden called mabling, where you have a curl flat and a cloud flat on both sides. What it's going to basically do is it's going to defend against any drag routes coming from left to right, as well as any flat routes. And then also the curl flat will defend against any like deep routes, such as corner routes or post routes. And then also our responsibility here is going to be like this middle area. That's what we're basically going to cover on this play. So I've done a route combination against gun tray Y flex. I'm going to be moving my tight end to the right. You see that the seam flat actually does not change. So we're just going to watch real quick. You're going to see that we get some pretty good coverage. Now, unfortunately, the pass rush is not really doing much, but we're eventually able to sack Russell Wilson. So we're going to go over this play real quick. We're going to first touch up on the tight end streak on that right side. We're going to first touch up on that. You're going to see that the tight end streak is defended pretty well right here. This is going to be a really tight window if you're going to throw this ball. So it's going to be very tough. And then we're going to move on here to the slant. You're going to see that it is covered very well. We are going to, go on to the drag. And at this point, usually the quarterback might be sacked. It's not entirely sure. I mean, obviously the slant's going to get open, pretty much against a lot of the coverages. But really, once again, no defense is perfect. I'm not going to, come out here and say this is a perfect defense. This is not. Certain things can beat this defense. But it definitely is very good against shutting down multiple route combinations. You're going to see as well that the drag route is pretty covered because of that mabling. We'll be able to stop David Moore if he does throw this ball. If my opponent does throw this ball, we'll be able to stop him for a pretty minimal gain. You also are going to see that the running back option route we're eventually going to come back to, because if we did go with that slant route, the option will be open. And then you're going to see as well that the crossing route, right when it gets open, like right here, you're going to see that the offensive line's basically pushing into Russell Wilson. Usually your opponent's not going to get this much time, but that's basically it. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video on a lockdown defense. You guys have any questions or feedback in the comments, definitely let me know. And can we smash 5 likes, guys? I really appreciate all the support. Take care. Most importantly, stay classy.